Sexless marriage, is this a valid reason for divorce? Well, if you have a loving, thunderstorm rolling in, loving, connected, deeply intimate relationship, there's affection, kindness, but no sex, maybe not. But that's not what we normally see. What do we normally see? A woman who has isolated herself from her husband and family. A woman who is benefiting from typically the man shouldering the financial burden of the household. And it isn't an issue of just no sex. There's no connection. There's no intimacy. There's no deep conversations. There's no partnership. And in every one of these cases, when a man says, I want a divorce, what? Is it all about sex? They use that as they're trying to take the high and mighty road. But the reality is all they are is a roommate. And quite honestly, a crappy roommate. Think about it. Are these the characteristics you want in a roommate? They barely talk to you. They almost seem angry at you. They're almost contemptuous with you. They're very argumentative, and they don't really contribute around the house. Would you pick that person as a roommate? Or would you pick somebody that you have like doing some things together, you can laugh and have conversations, maybe even deep conversations with, and you enjoy some of the same things? So understand that after about 5 years of a sexless marriage, it is unlikely, statistically, you're going to turn that around. Can it be done? Absolutely. And while your partner will try to shame you and tell you how you're wrong and give you a list of reasons why you shouldn't divorce in a sexless relationship, it isn't just the sex. It's the lack of connection. It's the lack of intimacy. It's the overall lack of partnership, which has led to the sexless marriage, that, quite honestly, makes it an incredibly valid reason for a man to divorce. Okay? She married you. One of the things with marriage is monogamy. Okay? And when she doesn't want you to be her sexual partner anymore, personally, I think she's no longer your wife at a certain point. Now, I'm not talking about medical issues. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about she decides she no longer wants to have sex with you. Melanie and I talked about this. I told her that if our marriage became sexless, I would divorce her. And you know what she told me? She goes, if our marriage becomes sexless, I'll divorce you. Because we value that part of our relationship. And the reality is, I'm very intentional with that. I have date night. I haven't made my wife or my fiance the whole center of my world. The weekend before my wedding, I went and left for 6 days to go to a men's retreat in West Virginia. Okay, to be with 26 other men, because that's part of what I've been doing from day one when she met me. Now, I made sure I got stuff done before I left. We got some things to get done. It turns out, wedding week's kind of busy. But nobody has ever said, I do, with the thought that the one person that they're going to be intimate with the rest of their life gets to decide they don't want to have sex anymore. Now, if it's less than 5 years, you can turn it around. And talking to her about it is not the solution. I've yet to know anyone who has turned around a sexless marriage by talking about it. Now, down below will be a link to a free course we have to help you fix that. But the reality is you have to lead yourself first, brother. Then lead her. And there comes a point, if she doesn't want to join you in a deeply intimate, connected relationship that includes fun and sex, you'll be at the point to know you're ready to divorce her and it's okay to do so. Happy to have a conversation with you. There's contact information below. You could join us in Mentoring Men. We've seen a lot of men turn around sexless marriages, and we've also helped men realize sometimes that the relationship is no longer working and it's time to end it. There's no way to tell you which kind of relationship you have, but the reality is it's up to you to create the kind of life that you want to live and not just exist and be miserable or live with somebody who is less than pleasant to you. All right, brother? Have a great week. We'll see you next time.